Do you hear me? I want you to walk with me through the garden. Let's go outside. Let's walk down the stairs. Try to walk to the sound of my footsteps so that we can stay together. Do you hear the waves? It's beautiful here. Let's walk to the right, along the path between the steel walls.
He'll meet you by the beach wearing a black suit.
I want to bring you here because I think that something strange has happened to me walking along this path. I've seen and heard things that I don't understand. Keep walking. Go up the stairs. Do you see the tree roots? Remind me of my grandmother's fingers. I've told you about her before. Stop to rest for a moment. Somebody dropped a piece of paper on the ground. Looks like a telephone number.
Hello? Hello, madam.
Let's continue. We'll go to the left on the path. Stop. Listen. Close your eyes. Trust me. Let's walk. I have a postcard of this place that he sent me years ago. Things have changed a lot. The grass is long now, coming up through the stones in the walk. The building in front of us is gutted. The windows broken, skylights caved in. The brick walls singed by smoke. The sculptures are covered in graffiti. Smell that? Someone's cooking something. It smells like burnt meat.
Put a visor on my head. All I could see on the video was you walking along the path, but I couldn't see in front of you to see what was to come.
It's like the picture again. Beautiful green lawn. People walking around. Someone's giving a lecture. Let's stop and listen.
One of these reclining figures. It's a two-piece reclining figure. A sculpture, or sculpture as such, is like a journey, one said. When you return, your view has changed. Just behind us to the left, if you turn around,
let's go on.
And look up towards
walk a bit
villa,
faster.
And then a little to the left from the villa, you can see another.
Take the path to the left, around the curve, past the bench where the little girl is.
Down the number on a piece of paper, hung up the phone, and then left the building. As
Keep
she
walking on the
hurried
stone
along
path.
the path through the trees, she dropped her purse and everything.
There's so many things I want to tell you about. The head of a cow floating beneath the water. A man hanging from a tree in front of a fire. I like that sculpture over to the right. The one with a huge boulder on a pedestal.
You've struck me down now, in my sleep, so that I can dream while I listen to you walk.
Some of the trees look like they have eyes. Like this big one to the right. There's a headless woman in a bush up there. You smell that? Wet, decayed wood, like after a fire. Some of the trees have fallen down. One's on the path. Step over it. The bush is really overgrown here now. Here's a little path to the left. There's a sign. It's covered in a bit of dirt. What does it say? George Tracus, South Passage. Let's go down the stairs. Careful, there's small steps. The edge has been eaten away by the broken water pipe. So there's a steep drop to your left. 20 feet straight down. Let's go to the end. Stop.
Are you near the ocean? It's too grainy for me to see.
Yes, this must be close to the place. I see the ocean now from your viewpoint. Higher, as if I were floating.
Can you still see the water through the trees?
They've cut them back so you can see everything now. Let's go back to the left. I saw another path. The one down to your right. Let's go down here. I'm walking along a path in a park in Toronto right now. I walk here every day with my dog. I'm a bit later than usual tonight. It's a bit scary. This way. Come on, Bill. Glad I brought a flashlight. If I can only find it. Where is it? It's in my purse. Shit. I dropped it. Last night I dreamed a man chased me. I don't know what he wanted. I woke up and tried to finish the dream the way I wanted it to end, shooting him with a gun.
Look behind. Someone's following you.
Let's go to the left. There's a little rock alcove here. Sit down for a minute out of the wind. I can't seem to understand where I am anymore. Tell him to check the videotape again. Let's walk again. To the right, down the stone path. See the little white flowers on the slope? In the grass. Maybe they're not there anymore. I left a photograph here yesterday for you. Behind the big tree. It's right here. It's a picture of a woman in a man's suit. I'll meet her later by the beach. Let's walk again. There's people up ahead of us on the platform. Looks like they're dancing. Let's go to the wooden platform. Step down onto it. Watch your step. Go to the edge. Looks like a plank is missing. Just a kiss. I didn't realize that the feel of her lips on mine would transfer to yours when I kissed you. A thin layer of deception between us. On and ever on she danced. A small sailboat's out in the sound. Someone's fishing on the pier to the left. There's 3 people on the beach in front of a fire. I don't know if you see them. They're beside a little tent.
A man is walking along the beach going to the stairs at the right. Call out to him.
I don't see him.
He's there. I can still see him walking up the stairs.
The storm's coming in over the water. Time to go back. There's some small metal steps to your right. They're very steep. Be careful. I'll go around the stairs, underneath the platform. Let's sit down for a moment. While you're here, listening to my voice, I'm lying in my bed in Canada, dreaming my dreams of wandering through empty houses and down long hallways. It reminds me of the place under my parents' porch where I used to hide. And I could listen to people above me just like this. She wasn't there the last time I walked this. I want her breath on my neck again. It's time to go back. Walk along the fence. Back towards the building. I'm getting closer to an answer. Every time we walk this, every time I repeat an action or a word, I can sense it. It's like the space between 2 thoughts, you know it's there. One simple action can change things so much. If only I hadn't looked out to sea at that particular point, then everything would be different. There's a chair here. That's where we're supposed to meet him. Sometime in the future or the past, I'm not sure. He's with us, trying to find that precise moment, lost in the particles in the videotape. We're connected now. My breath a part of yours. My thoughts transferred to your mind. Please return the headset to the building. Press stop now.
Cinderella, just Cinderella, downstairs to kiss the bella, play and stick, kiss the stick. How many years did it take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Sometimes you fall into a story, but sometimes you have to take steps to unravel it. It's night. I'm standing in the Domplatz, where you are now. The streetlights are glowing through the trees. A couple is walking by, hand in hand. I want you to walk with me. Go straight ahead.
The museum to the cathedral and back 218 steps.
Past the tree, into the parking lot. Follow the road towards the church towers. Can you see them through the trees? If you walk with the sound of my footsteps, we can stay together.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
I hope it doesn't rain. I want to show you something. It's only a short walk.
Just tell us the time and place. We'll do the rest.
Turn left at the white exit sign. Follow this road to the end. I first saw him in the cathedral. He was sitting in a pew, writing in a notebook. His white hair and old coat hiding his face. They had told me he'd be there. Across the road. Watch out for bicycles. Turn right, walk on the sidewalk. I'm taking the route we used to walk, waiting to hear him beside me again. I think this is the bishop's house to the left. I'm sorry I can't tell you the history of these buildings or give you a real audio tour. I'm just a visitor here. It looks really great at night. Spooky. It's strange being here in this country. Somehow I grew up being afraid of Germany, knowing it only from American war movies and spy novels. Turn left into the small street, towards the church. It's daytime now. I love the sounds in this street. There's a window open above us. Someone's getting some fresh air.
If you close your eyes, you can go back in time.
Keep walking, straight ahead.
When are you coming home?
Before I left, we lay in the couch together. I remember the smell of him. My nose buried into his neck, his arms around me. It's funny how the simplest things can make you the happiest.
I had a dream about you last night. You were in a market beside a church and someone was following you.
Let's turn left.
Route number 37.
Through the gate,
He's behind you. Walk faster.
beside the canal. It's so nice here, amongst the trees, away from everything. Stop for a minute. See the garden to the left? It was night. I walked into the garden from the back gate. The house was dark except for a single window. Let's go on. Down the stairs. See the vines to the left here? The moss is so green. Looks like it was spray painted. Bubbles floating on the water. This is the Bishop's Forest. To our right and left.
We have found underground tunnels for libraries, hidden basements,
There's excavation sites all through it now.
books and books buried in wooden boxes, eaten by worms.
Is that in the future or in the past? Did he hear this too? There's barbed wire above us. See the bush on the right? Someone's tied little pieces of red and white string onto it. A secret message. Why did you come back?
To walk these same streets, to count out her footsteps.
Let's stop for a moment and watch the water. There's a family of ducks here. 1, 2, 3.
I missed you.
His mouth on the back of my neck. His hand grasping my breast too tight. Let's go on. Keep walking along the path. I'm at home right now in Canada, walking beside the river with my dog. There's 5 deer on the other side of the water. Their white tails up in the air. Something must have startled them. His image is like a dream now, disappearing more with every second.
Tell me again. I'll try to understand.
Okay, I'll describe to you what I saw. I walked through the museum and looked at the murals of the ruined buildings. The face is staring out at me.
You see the car hit him. It's not your fault.
I remember locking my brother in the closet.
You just saw it.
He was too young to get out. I heard his screams and I laughed. I'm tired. Let's sit on the bench for a minute. My father. The sound of his breath while he sleeps on the couch. The mole on his cheek. His image mixing with this other man's. Their stories getting entangled. I should have went to visit him instead. I'm not telling you everything.
All right, go on.
I'm at home again. I watched the videotape of me walking down the streets beside the canal. I can only see in front of me, only what the camera shows. I can't see him following me, counting my footsteps. I lie in bed watching him sleep, one arm above his head, his body twitching, trying to act out his dreams.
What time is it? Why aren't you sleeping?
How can you be really sure of anyone? Let's walk again. We have someone to meet. Go behind the bench, to the right, across the grass. Towards the stone sculpture that looks like mountains. Go to the left of it. Onto the paved road. I think this is a Jesuit church. Keep walking straight. See the stairs? Across the street. There's a red car parked here.
From the tower to the palace, 985 steps.
Past the bicycles. Last night I dreamt I was flying over Vienna. I remember a deep black sky and the wind rushing against my body. What does flying mean in a dream? I read a book called Experiments with Time. It says that dreams are just as much from the future as from the past. I like that idea. Go upstairs. Stop for a minute. Do you see the museum from here? Across the street and to the left. This is where you'll go back in a few minutes, but I still have something to show you. Go around the corner here, to the right, on the little path beside the building. Past the gate. Graffiti. The vines. The old tree has pink blossoms. I was told it was originally brought from North America. It's held together now by steel pipes. I really like this place. It's so quiet. There's someone sleeping on the benches. Go past this tree, and after the cement block, turn right across the grass towards the staircase in the corner. Go down the stairs. To your left. There's a door open. He uses this as an office. Let's go in.
You don't know what you are doing.
Watch your head. Ooh, what's that smell? It's nice and cool in here. This is the room. There's crumbs on the table where he ate. His old coat, maps. He was gathering information, digging in gardens at night, finding books and forgotten stories, writing his manuscript that no one can understand. There's a photo on his desk. It's his daughter. He told me I looked a lot like her. Sit down and wait. He should be here soon. He follows her, just as I follow him, wanting to see through her eyes, to think her thoughts, to feel her beside him again. I watch you on the video. You're sitting on the bench, writing in your notebook. You look up at me for an instant, the glare of the sun in your eyes. Please take the Walkman back to the museum. Press stop now. Found your voice recorder in my suitcase.
Things have started to disappear. This morning my shoes were missing.
This machine has become you now. Your words floating like a ghost in front of me. I want you to walk with me. I need to show you something. Go through the doorway in the wall to the right. Try to walk with the sound of my footsteps so that we can stay together. Past the iron gate, and then go to the right. I remember a deserted laneway where I used to walk. Now it's buried under a field of corn. Experiment number 1. Hold your breath until you lose consciousness.
Starting. It's happening to you too.
He's wrong. Things have been dissolving for a long time.
I went to the store today and discovered that the street it was on no longer existed. I don't know if it's my memory or the effects of the experiment. Nothing seems stable. I can't even remember your face. I look at the photographs, but I'm not sure if it's you anymore.
Did you see the statue? Experiment number 2. Inscribe your lover's name into a wall. See which will last longer, your love or the words. This is the carpenter shop. Turn to the left, and then to the left again, up towards the house. Conducting his experiments, sending me postcards. It's like he never left. To the right.
I woke up this morning and everything was gone. The house had disappeared, crumbled. Just a pile of stones around me.
Past the greenhouse. The statues are waiting to be restored. There's an old well to the right here. Go to the left, up the concrete slope. pieces of grass sticking out of the bricks. There's some people playing tennis. There's moss on the wall. Turn to the left, into the Bosco. Experiment number 4. Sit in a church and watch the light move across the wall. Stop. Go to the right.
When did it happen? Or perhaps I just dreamt it. Some mornings when I wake up, you're beside me. And some mornings you're gone.
I can close my eyes and I'm home again. We were in the forest at night, sitting beside a campfire. The light from the fire shone onto a path further into the trees. I followed it and discovered a large frozen river. As I walked out onto it, the ice cracked and broke beneath me. I remember the coldness creeping up my body as I slowly sank into the black water. Let's walk onto the terrace. Go over to the edge. There's a couple pigeons on the ledge. Oh, they're gone. It's a great view of the villa, the gardens, the statues of the defeated barbarians, the fountains. Experiment number 7. Cut 100 snowflakes out of paper. Go to the top of the tower and throw them off, one at a time. Turn around. I have something else to show you. Take the stairs on the right. Turn to the right. There's a small door. Over the grate. Past the second door. And down the stairs. Be careful. They're steep. It's cold here. Go into the tunnel on the left. Be careful not to brush the edges. These were dug in the 1st century BC. You can see the marks from the tools they used. They're trying to map these tunnels. But they haven't finished. Perhaps it will be impossible. See the tree roots? Water drops. Which way should I go? To the right. There's a passage to the left that I didn't remember from the map. I'm into darkness now. I'm afraid. Let's go back. Keep going down. It smells like mold.
I looked in the mirror this morning and I didn't recognize myself. My hair's turned
The
gray
batteries are dying.
and there are wrinkles around my eyes.
Fear of the dark, fear of heights, fear of touching, fear of love, fear of my mother, fear of your anger, fear of death, fear of getting lost, fear of getting old, fear of the truth. I'm going into the vault on the left.
I'm right beside you. Come with me.
Perhaps the experiments have worked. He's been able to open the door that I've been looking for. Sometimes you have to become lost. You have to feel fear. I'm going further down. You should stay here.